All right, this is the handle. This is the brains of the HiPod mechanism. I'm going to show you how to attach it and how to engage it with the head. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen the squeezing collar, and I'm going to mount it. All right, so I get behind the HiPod and I make sure all the collars are facing me, and I align them and I align the head. I'll do that in a second, but let me first attach this to the HiPod. Okay, so there, just by squeezing that. Now as I tighten it, it engages on the tubes, right? So I've squeezed it enough so it's squeezing the tubes. Now you notice the cylinder moves independently. Now what I'm going to do, as I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure all the collars are in line. This is in line with the collars, and you want to make sure that the head's in line. So by opening up the collar of each of the tubes, I want to make sure everybody's lined up. Now that we have the handle attached, I want to talk about the ropes. And this is the key. All right, I'm going to loosen this. If you have your handle and the ropes are like such, if the ropes are facing up like this, this is totally incorrect. You're not going to get any rotation out of this. That's why you need to follow these arrows. One rope has to go on one side of the cylinder, and the other rope has to go on the other side of the cylinder. That is what's going to give you, when I create a little tension on this, that is what's going to give you the full rotation, the 180 degrees of rotation. All right? If you follow this rope all the way up to the head, you'll notice that it's a straight line on either side. Okay? Just make sure that the ropes extend from one side to there, to one side of the pulley, and on the other side of the cylinder to the other side of the pulley. Make sure your ropes don't crisscross. If they crisscross, that's going to cause problems. If the ropes are like this, you know, where the screw is facing up and the ropes are going straight up to the head, that is bad too. You got to make sure it's facing down, and one rope goes on one side of the cylinder, the other rope goes on the other side of the cylinder. All right, we'll go into more detail, but that is the rule. That is the one thing that makes this use of the handle very simple. All right, ropes on either side of the cylinder, a straight line up to the pulley, no crisscrossing. All right, I have now attached the handle to the head, and I've extended the tube slightly so to create the tension in the rope, so you can see exactly how it functions. Notice that this bolt should be facing somewhat in this orientation and down. It shouldn't be up like this, because it doesn't work in that capacity. It should be facing down with the ropes going on either side. Notice, see how there's a straight line up to the pulley? As I turn it, the pulley moves. All right, as I turn, it's very easy to rotate. I can get 180 degrees of rotation when I do this.